know I'll never. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Take my hands without an alibi. listen. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You'll see it through. You'll see it through. Hey. You'll see it through. See it through. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We gonna live forever,
And welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Texas Prospect Cup. We're in here week number 4, round number 7. And, you know, we have another great week here at Inferno. We've had the last couple weeks seeing some amazing action. And today we find a lineup of players that know each other so well.
Yeah, we absolutely do. These first 2 matches are going to be some pretty good rivalries that we have. We have Glitter and Sparkle, some pretty good friends about to head into this first match, as we're about to see. Into this second match, we're going to have God Monkey and Monkey, which is more of a sibling rivalry than a friendship rivalry, but it's going to be some games you're not going to want to miss.
Well, and especially, and then we have ourselves finishing off the day between Simple and Guts coming in here for all high school matchup. And, we're looking a bit at the Vanguard roster and, what those students are in. 8th and 9th graders all there. So a young squad going up against a player who has been here before in Simple. I've been loving what I've been seeing from Vanguard, but right now, 2 schools from Miller Jordan find themselves coming into it, and we're going to have to see which one of these 2 shines the brightest. But what are you expecting, especially here in this first round in this best of 3?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, Glitter and Sparkle have that friendship rivalry. We have Glitter being a little bit more of that staple, getting Sparkle to come into this, doing a little bit more in the off as well. Even when they're not playing Smash for the tournament, they're actively practicing, actively getting better, and working towards becoming that number 1 in this tournament.
Well, and they have a great opportunity as well to get their name out there. We have a university coming out here tonight to come watch some of these students. So, this is where Mount St. Mary's potentially can find that next superstar going in for the long haul. And I'm excited to see, especially for these young stars, how they're going to be able to go with the pressure. It's one thing to be on stream. It's another thing to have someone there watching and potentially say, hey, we potentially have a scholarship in here when you see yourself maturing to that junior, senior years of your grade level.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's definitely impressive having the skill set as an 8th grader right now to be looked at as a prospect, as a person available for this scholarship opportunity. It really is fantastic, and I can only wish them the best of luck going forward with it.
Well, best of luck, but all the luck, all skill here in game number 1. Glitter versus Sparkle. A heated matchup already. Starting to see some hands. And we see Sparkle right now currently leading in terms of how much damage on him, but Glitter just coming right back, putting on some big shows. And you're seeing them go straight at it. There is no waiting period. It is just straight hands.
Yeah, we see Glitter favoring this Aegis, the Pyra Mithra. Definitely one of the stronger sword fighters in the game right now, but Sonic, no joke as well, definitely up there for as well as brawlers in the game right now. Can definitely do some work. We're going to see what Sparkle is able to do. Not really able to get much ground time right now as Glitter is just applying some immense pressure.
Pressure continues to go. Will he be able to? And this is what we've seen, especially from Sparkle. His ability to recover from anywhere on the map is so amazing. But what can you do off that ground smash back up?
Yeah, that was beautiful from Glitter there, getting that up B onto Sparkle, dunking that Sonic straight into a kill. Now up 1 stock and is working towards evening that damage out again. We're gonna need Sparkle to get a little bit more aggressive with this Sonic. maybe going for some of those side Bs, some of those neutral Bs, just trying to lay down some of that pressure from a safer range.
Well, this one where you're seeing Glitter just trying to not allow too much poke damage right now, and doing a heck of a job, especially when he gets that second stock. If he gets that second stock, the way he's playing right now, continue to keep him at a distance, doing such a great job on that poke. But this is where Sonic loves to allow himself to close that range and get damage in, but Glitter reversing it.
Yeah, going for that Pyra there, or the Mithra side B, has some great potential to get back onto stage and catch your opponent in it, like we saw right there. But you're not going to have that kill potential that Pyra does, so we're going to have to see Glitter maybe go for the Pyra kill here. Getting very close. One good hit will send this Sonic flying.
And you're seeing how well Glitter has been able to just continue on the pressure. It just seems he can't miss, especially when he gets into tight situations. This is where a top 4 veteran is starting to show his class.
Absolutely is, and we have very high percentages here. Really, either brawler right now can just get one good hit off, and it will send them off, but no one's really able to. Up B missing into the forward smash from Sonic will claim their the first stock for Sparkle.
Sparkle right now just trying to not get caught there, especially when you see him just floating down. He's done a good job of keeping Glitter on his toes, but that one off the side of the stage will take the second stock.
Yeah, Sonic was at a pretty high percentage there. Ooh, very low recovery. That just shows Sparkle knowing this character very well, knowing how far they can get down there before they have to use that recover, buying as much time as they can away from Glitter. Gonna have to strategize what they're gonna have to do here to really get the upper hand, rolling into that forward smash, but still making it back.
Oh, that was when I did not think you had it in Sparkle to get back on to the stage here. It's making me lose my words, but you know, the way that Sparkle has been coming, especially here in game number 1 of his best of 3, I think game number 2, he's starting to put a plan on right now, let himself get a little bit more dangerous, not worry too much about this last stock. I see you try things out and work for the next game.
Absolutely, let him cook. Let Sparkle get in the kitchen. Give him just a second with a back air not being able to kill. The up B not being able to kill. One more. Sparkle will remain resilient. But at 131%, there's only so much a Sonic can do. Still another DI getting back on stage. Getting caught by the same combo. But still not going down.
But going down and back up, that's gonna end it. But what a Sparkle. He's starting to show that elusiveness towards the back end of saying, I will not die, I will not go down. And you have to love that competitiveness into him and not saying, all right, I'm just gonna allow myself to go off stage, let's go to the next game. He said, no, let me go back in here, I'm not done with you.
Absolutely, even being at that high percentage, knowing that the odds are definitely stacked against you, against that Pyra Mithra especially, and still having that fight to come back 2 times there, going for those low recoveries, and just having that fighter spirit is just exactly what you want to see out of these players.
Well, we don't have to wait too long. Game number 2 here. Another 3 stocks are currently upon us, and I'm interested to see what Sparkle is going to be able to do in terms of just trying to see the advantages that he had. One thing that I love that he was able to do is that he was able to allow himself to get away from some of these huge hits that Glitter had ready in his back pocket with ease, as we do see a same matchup, both of them deciding not to switch at all.
Yeah, it definitely seems like an unfavorable matchup, but when you really think about it, both of these characters can play really well into each other. We're just going to have to see Sparkle take a little bit more of these opportunity windows with a great parry right there. You want to see them capitalize just a little bit more off of it. But now we see that off-stage play from Glitter again.
Oh, doing a great job there, Gina Shield, but you know, he can only do so much as Glitter starting to put on some big damage. Great job there avoiding that damage as Glitter right now trying to continue the pressure on Sparkle, trying to change things up here, but needs to quickly.
Yeah, you definitely see these special attacks coming in play way more this match already. We see these side Bs going down into these neutral Bs, trying to get Sonic a combo starter. 96% to 51. Not doing that bad just yet. Gonna have to fight back a little bit more now, as Glitter is putting on the pressure, and with that up B will take the first stock.
Oh, that was a beautiful one, especially there for Glitter. But Sparkle, it has not been able to change the pressure that you've been able to come up with. It only lasts for a minute second, then you're seeing Glitter just go right back on the offensive, trying ways to change tides. It's just doing such a good job of just not allowing Sonic to get inside for a lot of that damage we saw earlier in that first game.
Absolutely, and I mean, Pyra Mithra, the Aegis character, definitely harder when you're even going on that offense. They can play that defense, having those really strong smash attacks that you really just do not want to get hit by. The specials as well do a great job at keeping you at range, and we're seeing a lot of the up Bs coming down from Glitter here, from either Aegis, Pyra and Mithra, claiming kills and trying to get these ledge guards as well.
You saw a bit of what Sparkle had there, and Glitter just coming right back to it. I actually felt that you potentially saw a good combo, but this is where we're talking about two players that know each other's playstyle so well. A face-off here. That's a little disrespect. I love that. Just get that out there. Sparkle saying, hey, not on stream. You can do it when we do our private matches, but with the world at sea, I got to get some redemption.
Right, no taunting in my games. You got to do that taunt to body. Got to get the kill here now. Ooh, dodging that up B, definitely learning the game. Sparkle is starting to understand it, knowing that Glitter is going to be trying to go for this ledge guard.
And the one thing as well, the patience from Sparkle. I know that in these positions, you might try to just blitz the opponent, try to see if you can get a quick stock on them, but understanding that, hey, I don't have another game to work with. These could potentially be my last two stocks, and the patience wears on.
Absolutely, and we see Sparkle in a way better position here than previous game, already claiming that stock at 140%. Gonna have to just try to get any damage down before this Aegis is able to take this stock off. It's almost inevitable, but Sparkle seems to be doing incredibly well right now. Only getting caught by that Mithra side B there.
Doing a great job there on the backside, but still 163 damage. One big hit will send them, and more importantly, will get him to his last stock here, just trying to continue holding out. But at what percentage are you saying, okay, you did enough if you lose that stock? Would you say around 100, 120? Or is what he's doing now enough to help him with that potentially if he gets knocked out?
I mean, what Sparkle's doing right now is nothing shy of just incredible. Having that incredibly high percentage, being able to work under that pressure. Pressure can burst pipes, but it'll also create diamonds, and Sparkle is sparkling right now. But not for long, as Glitter will take that stock.
Well, they say
but at 100%.
Yeah, 100%. This is what we're talking about. Is 100 that number? And it was! Now we're at zeros, one stock each. This is for this game.
Absolutely, one stock each. Sparkle has been sparkling, bringing it right back. The fight is on. Last stock, 0-0. They're gonna have to... This is just like starting the game fresh. I mean, every hit matters right now. That forward smash not finding. Some of the air attacks will, though.
This is where Sparkle right now. You talk about comeback kid. This is where you're really showing yourself to be just an opponent that's going to wear you out. And it's where he is relentless on not engaging to a point where Glitter is starting to get easy bait. But Glitter says, welcome to the jungle, and I am the lion who is the top dog. That's going to go for Glitter here.
Yeah, it did end up going Glitter's way at the end there, but Sparkle put on an amazing performance, night and day from that first match into that second. I mean, we saw some amazing stuff from Sparkle here today, and I can only expect to see more and more as we go forward.
Unfortunately, this was a non-district matchup, so only time these two players will see each other the entire regular season. The only other time they potentially get to that point is either in the play-in, which I think these players will both be in the top 6 other districts, or in the playoffs, where they're going to try to fight their way into that scholarship portion. And Glitter, top 4. He's trying to get himself not 4, not 3, not 2, but 1, and he's been grinding to do so. But what a match.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely got a run for his money from Sparkle there. And I'd see, I mean, we were talking about, Glitter what has been practicing actively, going to these local tournaments, making a name for themselves, really starting to practice, hone their skills in this. And it would not surprise me if we see them in this final slot for this tournament today, or this season.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want some more. We want some more. That's what we're going to get. We have another great matchup, a sibling matchup. God Monkey versus Monkey coming onto the stream after this quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. We got another matchup. God Monkey versus Monkey. An older brother versus younger brother matchup. And on stream. And this is where, for the younger brother here in God Monkey, you have bragging rights tonight, especially at the dinner table if you win this one.
Absolutely. I mean, we had the 8th grade and the 6th grade matchup. Not going to mean too much here because you have to assume these guys are playing against each other pretty frequently. I mean, with that that sibling rivalry, I think this match means even a little bit more.
Oh, 100%. We saw best friend matchup. Now we're seeing this one. I think the way things have been stacking together today has been so great. And we're about to go to a match here where I think the colleges at home are going to say, wait, these are such young students and they're playing out of their minds here today. I'm expecting some fireworks here in this match.
100%. Both these guys are not going to want to lose to each other. We're going to see the absolute best coming out from these players right now, and I just cannot wait for this match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go into chat, put who you feel is going to take that matchup. As for some reason, Twitch chat just has a crystal ball. They know what's going to happen, and we'll see who they have. But God Monkey, about to take the stage.
Now, I have to, in this match, I'm going to be a little biased here. Monkey is on that Little Mac. And I'm a Little Mac main. I mean, I love Little Mac. You know, I'm going to be rooting for the Mac here. Definitely not your typical pick. Definitely one of the, you know, lower tier characters, but can make some magic happen with him.
Well, trying to make some magic. This is where Ness. I love how well Ness is loading this, especially the ability to recover off anywhere on this stage. And that's going to allow him to be a tough out. But Little Mac right now is saying, all hands, all gloves, put him up as Monkey trying to see if he can get the first stock.
Yeah, it's definitely risky. We saw Monkey going a little bit off the edge there, going for a little bit of a ledge guard. Definitely as scary as that Little Mac once you get off the stage. So it's going to be not too much contention, or else something like that was almost close. That was very close, but a great first secured kill from Monkey, or God Monkey, I'm sorry.
Man, God Monkey right now, you know, chat, I'm looking at it saying, hoping God Monkey wins, hope Monkey takes this, and you know, if they're split, I know it's going to be potentially a split decision, but Monkey right now trying to put on some good pressure. That one won't get him off. What a great job there to avoid a big hit, but we'll take that one.
Yeah, we're seeing God Monkey with these nice combo starters, hitting that from the down tilt to the up to the side B, but will get that first stock claimed by Monkey now. Not going to let it go without some percentage going down. Oh, and will miss the recovery. Unfortunately, will not be able to make it back to stage.
Now, you know, I'm going to blame myself there. I actually did a little commentator curse earlier when I was like, you can recover from anywhere. But this is where if you're Monkey, you kind of see the way the cards have been falling out here in this first game. This is now for your last stock, just a reload and refresh yourself. Don't allow for yourself to get all riled up here in this first game. Take a breath, use this next stock to really blow off some steam, and just get creative.
We're seeing some amazing gameplay from God Monkey right here. I mean, you might not have been able to tell, but he is the younger brother here, making a name for younger brothers across everywhere, everyone watching. I mean, this is amazing work from the Little Mac. And with that charge forward smash, will take that last stock and will end up two-stocking his older brother. I mean, what a great first round from the Little Mac out of God Monkey there.
That right now is my favorite for play of the week at this point. You know, we've been trying to get these clips out, but that's one where I think everyone at home clip it. Wow, what a finish, especially the way he was just controlling the pace. It just seemed that Monkey just wasn't able to keep up with that speed, and God Monkey showing why that first portion is saying, hey, I might be the little brother, but I'm the God Monkey. I'm Monkey D. Luffy out here.
Absolutely. I mean, just boxing up that Ness. It wouldn't surprise me if we even see a swap off of that Ness from Monkey here going into this next match.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be. It's tough because now you're in game 2 and a best of 3. You know, do I risk it? Do I go into something that maybe I'm not comfortable with, but might change things up? And he will. This one gonna be a quick change, as we will see Marth come onto a stage.
Yeah, Marth definitely having a lot more speed than Ness. Gonna have to try to match some of that Little Mac speed. Definitely putting a lot more pressure on already as he's getting a little bit more percentage down early game here than that Ness was able to.
This is where Ness right now, it's one where I'm liking seeing what you potentially get here from Marth. And the difference, especially with the down smash there, wow, takes a first stock in a very commanding way.
That was a beautiful spike coming out from Monkey there, catching God Monkey. I mean, like I said, Little Mac does not shine in the air. Off stage, he becomes a liability. You know, it is not a good spot for a Little Mac to be off stage. You like that ground, you want to stay grounded most of the time.
You know, and one thing that I loved was the fact he said, all right, God Monkey got a clip on me. Let me get a clip right back, but I'm going to do this for the first stock. But right now, Little Mac continue to put on some big pressure, and that's where I'm seeing the difficulty for Monkey. He just can't get past the speed of Little Mac, and that's going to send him flying.
Yeah, that was a beautiful connection with that up B there. The recovery doing work as a kill potential here. With that KO punch, gonna have to try to get a little bit more damage down before he can secure it. Never mind, making me eat my words as that punch will connect and take that stock very early. I don't know what he was at, but it was not a lot.
he said, "Hold my milk carton. Let me show you how it's done." He said, "This is one where I am currently showing everybody in the league I am a threat to look out for."
Absolutely.
And all
But
even.
Monkey, yeah, he's not going to let it go down without a response. He's going to pick up that stock right back, 0-0 going into this last stock.
Well, and now this has me at the edge of my seat. This reminds me of that Glitter versus Sparkle ending. But will it be the same or will it be different? Little Mac trying to recover will be able to, but that seemed like the moment for Monkey to just send him packing.
Yeah, maybe would have going off stage there and just hitting Little Mac once, even going for that recovery to block the up air or the up B. I'm sorry. Now at 100%, gonna have to play almost flawless, but getting caught by that forward air will make God Monkey the winner of this round of this match in 2-0 fashion.
Wow. That was impressive, and remember like what we said. God Monkey is a sixth grader right now, and Monkey did amazing. Well, he had moments where I felt that he was just dominating. Then God Monkey just said, "Guys, I was allowing him to come in. Now let me switch it up. I'm having the most pressure. I'm having the
know I'll live It's a endless fight without an alibi. Took my hands without an alibi. Getting lost in memories, the surface deeper. Want it all surrounding, feel it ease. Shining. Shining through. Getting lost in memories, the surface deeper. Want it all surrounding, feel it ease. Shining.
And we are back. Welcome here, ladies and gentlemen. We have our third matchup of the day, Guts versus Simple. But will the outcome be as simple? Guts will be needed. But what are you hoping to see here, Inferno?
Yeah, I'm expecting nothing less than the previous matches that we just saw. Some absolutely great matches coming out from these players. We have a 10th grade and a 9th grade matchup here. Simple being the 10th and Guts being the 9th grader. Just 1 year apart. I mean, these guys are very similar in skill, I would assume.
Oh, exactly. And when you have two potential grade levels that are so near each other, it's one where you're saying, all right, this is where these two players, especially experience-wise, may be at a point where they're similar. But one thing I've seen from Simple, this is a returning player, Guts, coming into this league, brand new, originally was supposed to be on the team here for Vanguard in terms of the 3v3, was as a sub, but I think he's been playing as a starter, in my opinion.
Definitely has been, and then with this link, he's gonna be having to make a name for himself. Like you said, being a newcomer in this tournament here, gonna have to show that, he might be the new guy on the block, but he's no rookie at Smash, and he's putting on a clinic right now, but that nice reflect from Simple will send that bomb flying right back in his face.
They call him Simple, but that one was a Mechie play there. I did not expect the reflect to go back. It did such a good job there, especially keeping this Link at a distance. And this is where I usually feel Link play at a good pace, especially when you're just allowing yourself to continue on for some of these combos. But the way Simple has just allowed for Falco's speed to come in, it's just different.
It certainly is, and we see two at high percentage, but the up smash will claim the first stock. And did we see a little taunt there? Might have been, but Simple
Oh.
claiming it with a forward smash of his own right away. 0-0 going into the second stocks here now.
Oh, that's one where he paid dearly, and then yeah, you can't get too overconfident in these matches right here. And this is where sometimes if you poke the bear, you're going to see the fangs and the claws. And Simple, the player, you not want to get angry, but Gut says, "I've been waiting for this action. I've been waiting to be on stream." He's trying to do exactly that, make a name, but big damage continues to get put on, as that's going to send him off stage.
Yeah, Guts unable to get that recovery there. Simple did a great job that stock, just comboing, really not giving Guts any opportunity to get any percentage off. As we see already in this last stock, Simple has already matched that percentage and is now even higher than it. Oh, and with a spike, I don't believe Guts will be able to get back. A strong showing in this first round from Simple here.
I love that right there. That was just beautiful, the way he just set that up. And, you know, we're starting to get some clip-worthy portions out here for the Texas Prospect Cup. And, you know, game number one, it really did feel that we saw a lot of good things here from Guts in that first stock. But it felt after that taunt, Simple just turned it up. He just said, "All right, bet, let's get it going." And he just took it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely. Simple was not taking no BM, no taunting, and shut that down real quick. Really great stuff from Simple there. Gonna see if it translates into this second match.
Match number two here. This is where you're trying to have another hot start here if you're Guts. To continue trying to make Vanguard Academy proud of his performances over the last couple weeks. But right now, this is where the boys from PSJ North and Simple making this first stock a meaningful one.
Certainly is. I mean, Simple doing anything but simple combos here, making it look easy, but it certainly is not, especially on this Falco. Being able to put up these combos like that, I mean, it's a work of art, honestly.
A work of art. He continues to be the Van Gogh in this matchup. Will find himself back at ledge, but will not be able to there for Guts. The first stock off, and not too much damage on here.
Yeah, kind of all right, come at me now. You know, I got that stock up. It's like you have to push me. Let's get this attack going. And Simple responding with a flurry of blows. And like I said already, Matt, very close to matching that percentage. I mean, we're just seeing an outstanding performance from Simple here. What do you think we're going to have to see from Guts to get some damage on this board?
I just feel Guts right now is at a portion where he just hasn't been able to figure out the change that Simple has been able to make. You see him kind of just spamming some portions of it, but he's done a good job of getting some distance. He needs to find a way to allow that bomb to come into play, as the first stock will come in. And just the reason for it, you have to find a way to make that poke damage huge. But that one, not taking any time.
Yeah, certainly not. I mean, getting responded right away with that second stock then. And we see Simple in such a commanding lead here. He's allowed to make a few mistakes. He is a whole stock above Guts right now. Gonna have to fight this Falco twice, but doing a great job for this first one. Guts playing this ledge incredibly well. Not giving Simple a simple way back.
That's where I feel off ledge. He could have just gone a bit more aggressive. I just felt that you kind of just played into Simple's hands there, because you see him right back onto here. I understand you don't want to get too risky, but sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit if you want to be able to eat out here in the Texas Prospect Cup. As will he be able to recover? Yes, he will. Simple sends him right back off.
Yeah, if you want to eat with the big dogs here, you're going to have to play with them. And Simple is no puppy, certainly asserting his dominance as Falco in this tournament here.
Yeah, this was an impressive win here for Simple, and I feel for Guts there. You played well in the early standings. It's being able to adapt there on the fly, especially on the play styles, is where you just have to go back to the drawing board and say, all right, cool. It's my first season in. We're barely in week 4. Barely in week 4. These players are barely getting to their 8th match right now. And you know, there's some growing pains, especially in a season where you're trying to really see yourself go all the way to the end here. But we said it a lot already, and I think it's still fair to say here, week 4, this is where he's at, not where he's going to be, especially as he has some good wins the last couple weeks.
Certainly. I mean, it can only go up from here. You just got to hit the training more. I mean, just learn the characters. We're going to get into it, and they're just going to grow exponentially in their skill levels throughout this tournament. Every week is just going to be better and better than the last.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last match of the day, but we are going to be switching up some things on for Saturday. We're going to be having an earlier stream here for the Texas Prospect Cup Talk, and make sure to catch it. We're looking to be around 1 or 2 p.m. Central. Make sure to get into our Discord, !Discord, to keep the update, or follow us on our Twitter or Instagram at TPC Esports or at Texas Prospect Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got. Inferno, anything for the people before we get out of here?
Great matches today. I mean, every player brought their A game. We saw some incredible plays, some great clip moments. I mean, it was just fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We can't do this if you guys don't show up. Absolutely love all around. Thank you so much for the support.
And a big shout out to Hondo in the back right there, helping us here on stream look the best as possible. But, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you very soon. I will free myself from